Well, hello. You had to know I would start with Alice. And look at that. I cannot believe how much character. Ooh, doo doo. I don't want to push it. How much character he has. And there's another one coming in back there. I love this plant. It does have an aura. And I've looked it up and other people say the same thing. It has some kind of, oh no, it like tells you everything is going to be okay. As everything else was dying. Believe me, this was shooting out little heart leaves and telling me that everything was going to be okay. I'm going to get a philodendron or something. I'm not too sure. I've been looking everywhere. They have one of these in a vine, which is going to be very interesting. But he's doing very well. We seem to have beat the mite problem. Sorry about the light problem. It's one or the other. Now this, well, its name's Mark. I know it's hard to see what this is in here. My onion in here is growing. There you have it. But this is a geranium, and it's starting to bloom, and it's going to bloom here. My friend, without going into any great detail, he has a stomach flu. He's had it for years, and well, he's just not going to make it. So don't be upset if you see this. I picked this outside of his restaurant and brought it home and rooted it. So we're going to call him Mark. Anyway, here we go with the, is that Christmas or Thanksgiving? I think that's Thanksgiving. It's hard for me to see from here. I'm used to all the pink light, but do you see all this? This is all new growth. I have peroxided, oh my goodness, so many peroxide baths, but it's doing really rather well. I wonder if I can move this out of the way without knocking my plants over. That's always preferable. But I don't think any of these are blooms, unfortunately. I was more worried about it surviving, and I just gave everything, you know how I say you have to feed the microbes? Well, that's what I just did. I used the recharge is what I did. So I gave everything recharge, and I gave everything, boy, am I ever tired. One shot. Nectar of the Gods, one shot. So they all got little fertilizer and a little bit to help their root growth. And this one here is my Christmas cactus. Now I could stick him in the refrigerator and I could try to force him to bloom, but I kind of want him just to grow and be happy right now. Oh, I didn't see that down there. This is going to have to come out. That's interesting because we're going to do, I have some, I'll show you in a little bit, but I have different cactus pieces. We're going to do a different cactus planter on. And of course, that wasn't good. My Stella plant is doing fine. Very happy. Very, very healthy. All of them are really pretty happy and healthy, except for the one I just knocked over. Hang on. This is my mother's plant, the fuchsia. You just missed it blooming. It had a beautiful bloom on it. I took the seed, hoping to please, please, please get its root for me. But anyway, it seems to be doing well. And it has a little bit of new a little bit of new growth on it. I gave it some more one shot and a little bit of recharge. I have been so exhausted, you guys. I have tried so hard to get rid of all of these mites. that I'm telling you, sometimes I don't know if I'm coming or going. And these are my chives. They got whacked. They got hit really, really hard. Hey, oh, there it went. But look at, this is just with hydrogen peroxide. So I'm really thrilled about that. I come by though, you know, every once in a while and I just keep spraying it. And then about once a week now I put the hydrogen peroxide in there. And then I have to put in something to feed those microbes. Very important. You can't just listen to what the solution to the problem is. You have to know what to do after you solve the problem. And this is my parsley, and look how much better it looks. It looks so much healthier. And you know, it too got whacked, but it also got fixed. That doesn't look too healthy. Anyway, it seems to be very happy here. And I put my little air fern in here because he just seems to be happy with them. So, this plant here is different. I'm not sure what it is. It was just pretty. And I got one from my mother to match. And so I keep, like this here, I'm going to end up cutting away. And when I cut it away, more of these little blooms come. But what is really interesting, and we're going to do a video on this one too. I'm going to find out what it's called. But it has leaves on it, kind of like a succulent. And we're going to go ahead and pop one of these leaves off or two and see if we can't root it and make a new plant. But I just really like that. They come in all colors. I've seen them before. It was just really pretty that day, and well, we were out together. See, that's a better picture of it. And hers is pretty too. So here is our aloe vera, and he's doing much better than he was when I talked to you before. He didn't get really hit with anything that hard. And see, he's starting to get big. I was at the store and I got really jealous. I was looking at these big hunking pieces of aloe vera and I'm thinking, how did they do that? Do I need to take a piece of this home and try to root it? I mean, how did they do that? Well, I guess they put it in cactus soil and they got rid of all the mites that were bothering it. So we'll see how big it gets. I don't know. I'm pretty happy about this. And then here, where is it? Come here, you. I took my grandsons to see Jurassic Park, and it's just now rooted. You'd barely see that thing. But it just reminded me of a dinosaur. It's just another, I don't know what exactly it is, but it's like a dinosaur plant. So that's that here. Now let me take you to the other side of my garden. Strange. Sometimes I get better pictures without the lights on hardly at all. But that's my canna. I trimmed her up. We are going to have a video. We're going to put either bell pepper or jalapeno in there. But seems like it was having a mite problem for a long time. I'm hoping it wasn't the problem. I rescued it from outside, so I really hope it wasn't the problem. Anyway, it seems to be doing much better. And this one here, I was calling a jungle flower vine, when in fact it is some form of a cactus. Not too sure what it is, but it got hit so hard by the mites. I just got through cutting. We don't want to talk about the cutting. We're just glad to still have it. Let me see if I can get it moved around here. There we go. Yeah. Oh, gosh, that better not be. We'll have to spray it again. I doubt it, but it did get hit by the mice pretty hard. But I did cut all that off. But every segment on here that you pluck off, you can go ahead and reroot it and make a new plant. And that's what I want to do. Sorry about that. Because the person that gave this one to me is, well, he's deceased as well. And I'd hate to lose it. Now, I'm not sure if he's going into hibernation or if we need to move him. or if he's just upset that all the bugs are gone. Because boy, did he eat. Anyway, he's got distilled water that he drinks. And he, well, it's not too dry. He needs a little water, but remember, he goes into hibernation as well. And then we have the hosta. I moved the hosta. This really had a problem with mites. And I keep coming by and retreating. But this should be huge. If you know what hosta is, it should be absolutely huge. Okay, hang on. Okay, I turned out all the lights just for you. First of all, I don't know if I ever introduced you to these two. Haven't named them yet. They're my spider plants. They got hit too, but they keep going through peroxide baths, and you soak your clay pots. So I spray everything down with a little bit of peroxide water, and hopefully everything will end up coming out okay for them. Don't know what their names are going to be. If you recall, we divided these. I gave them a little bit more water today, and they like to be watered mostly inside of their little cups. This one here is like an English ivy. Sorry, getting better at this. The reason why I'm bringing this one out and then bringing it back is because this is what I'm going to border my ceiling with. It doesn't take very much water. It doesn't take very much light, so it doesn't need that purple light. And I picked it up. Oh, I was with my mother, and I'll show you the plant that I got as twinsies with her. But anyway, I just love this little plant. And one of these days I'll talk to you about how it is that I'm going to redecorate my house. I had to get other plants because all my other plants died. And this is a palm. It's just a regular palm. And it too is a very low light plant. It also very low water. Sucks it up though, I'll tell you. Anyway, they've all been treated. He looks very healthy and very happy. But he's happier when he's dry. The killer of these plants is overwatering. But I bought my mom one just like it, so we have twins. I like it when we have twins of everything. I also like it when I can put my plant back. Sorry about that. I'm going to get better at this. This here was Peyton. Do you remember Peyton and Vaughn Miller? Okay. Well, it seems I don't want to say who's who here, because one's pulling the weight and one isn't. One of you asked me if these will bloom again, like this one here. You're wondering if they'll come back to life. Well, yeah, they come back to life. They're bromeliads. And this one too will die off and leave me little pups. And if you're wondering what all the little white stuff is, this is from all the hydrogen peroxide baths and sprays and everything I put on them to kill off those mites. But you see how it's changing colors here? Well, I'm really screwing it up by putting my hand there. So I'm not going to put my hand there. It's going to turn orange. I call this my fire stick because that's what my grandchildren called it when they gave it to me. So it's going to turn like this bright orange color. And hopefully this one over here is going to pull his weight. Not too sure what's going on with him in there. But hopefully the mites didn't get to him. But all the same, this one here looks like he's very happy. And for all my happy plants, and the ones that I've had to replace, well, I was just eternally grateful that I wasn't relying on this stuff for food, you know? Some people rely on this for their food and they would have been devastated by what happened. Anyway, let's go take a quick look at my tomato plant. It must be my lucky day. The lights are out, those other fans are off. Anyway, I wanted to show you, if you saw my video with the clone tomato, well, that's the new one coming up. We're going to be cloning a few more because this, well, this here, yeah, I think we're going to make a few clones out of that, but look, we're not going to bother it at all while it has tomatoes on it. If you bother these stems at all, these tomatoes won't form. These flowers won't form into tomatoes. And that's what I think happened there. Maybe I'm wrong. Tell me I'm wrong, please. Anyway, look, I got more. Then I got more tomatoes. And it just keeps going. So I'm going to have to stop it at some point in time because, well, until I have other things to move in here, maybe not. But see, like here, you know, there's more tomatoes down there. One of you were talking to me about staking, and yes, it is important to stake. And I do have a way to do that. But for right now, I'm just lucky that it's come this far. And that's pretty much, it looks pretty much the same as the last time I showed you. And this here, I don't know what to think of it. I want to pull it out. Along with that basil and that basil. They're stunted, they never grow, and there is something wrong with them. There's been something wrong. There's been something wrong with this one for months and months and months. So if this is the tomato that's taking off out of here, we want to leave it alone. I did put down the recharge. I did put down the one shot, and I need to come by, I thought I'd do it by now, and put in the baking soda, because the baking soda is what makes the tomatoes taste so sweet. So I'm not so sure how sweet that one's going to be. And it wasn't really big enough for my chicken sandwich, but those ones might be. Anyway, that's about all I have for you. Yes, I did lose a lot, and some things I didn't show you because they're in hibernation, like the cyclamen and the calla lily. But I will be back, I promise. Won't be this long this time. You have yourselves a lovely evening, and I will as well. I'll speak with you later. Bye.